fryer lid for pots, pans, and pressure cookers. So what you're gonna get is a lid that's compatible for 6 and 8 quart pressure cookers, 8, 10, and 12-inch pans or pots. And you also get this adjustable time and temperature, 4 presets, and all those things I'm gonna walk you through, and a digital control and a built-in safety switch, which is gonna be really crucial once you get to see this. And one of the most exciting points and parts about this whole thing is the price. So normally it's at $71.71 QVC price, but today we got a $40.80 price, and that's 5 easy payments of $8.16. But the thing is, it ends March 31st. So if you're sitting there and you're wondering whether you should do this now or not, I'm gonna show you exactly how this bad boy works, and I'm gonna help you make your decision a lot faster. So we're talking about an air fryer lid. We're talking about Cook's Essentials. Those are two things that go hand in hand. When you're talking about this lid, I mentioned that digital lid, and for that price, this is how this bad boy operates. So you have this handle here, which is like super cool, because in the back of this, you'll see that we have a little button here. And that's the safety mechanism that I mentioned. So with this button here, this latches right over the top of that. So once you push that button in and push that down, you'll get this nice little light up of the button. And what I like to do is hit that stop button, and you go to the main menu button, and that's right here. And this is going to give you the selection of those 4 presets I was talking about. So once you hit this, you'll see that you can choose between fries. You can hit it again and go to wings. You can go ahead to steak, and it's a simple tap. You see how fast I just ran across, and you got the reheat. Now you have these adjustable buttons here, so you can go up and down on your temperatures with this arrow. Once you select, I can go up to 450 degrees, or I can go down as low as 185. And the same thing with the time. I can adjust this time. As you can see, I'm climbing up on this time here, but I want to stop this right now. So all I have to do is lift this up, and you get this mat here. So this is that silicone mat that's going to protect your countertop as you go into your cooking and while you have your lid. So I want to go ahead and do a simple pizza, but I want to show you that if you use that preheat button, because this is not on a stove top, you'll really get a nice heat on the bottom of this pan. And you can see how we really got a nice golden toast on the bottom, and also got a nice golden toast on the top. So I had this at 450 degrees for like a minute or so, and now I'm going to go ahead and drop this sauce on the top of it. And this is one of those, it's just me at home. I have some store-bought pizza dough. I want to just make something. I don't want to cut the oven on. What do? Well, I break out my air fryer lid, and this sits by my counter because it's so easy to use for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm talking about a simple snack here. So I got my cheese on here. Take that lid, and like I said, 8, 10 pots or pans. As long as you got that inch in diameter, you got something good to use. I got my lid down, and we're going to go ahead and hit that button. So I got it at 450 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. This is just a matter of me touching that button and letting it do its thing. So if you're wondering how it works, let me talk you through this with a little animation. So you have this lid here, and that whole top of the lid is your base and your digital profile. But inside is where the air fryer component comes together. That circulation of heat, just like a convection oven, very high intensity heat. You get that even cooking, so whether you're going to go on your deeper pot or your saute pan that's a little shallow, whether it's 8 or 10 inches, you'll see that you'll get that circular heat, and you can actually look through the lid to see how your food is progressing as it cooks. Now I want to go right into my pressure cooker, and I can go into my deep pots, but I can also rest this lid on top of my silicone lid, which is, like I said before, it's going to protect your countertops. So while this piece is doing this thing, I'm going to slide over and show you just how it works on your pressure cooker as well, because I have my pressure cooker lid, and what I did was I started my short ribs inside of this pressure cooker. I picked all the meat, I added my veggies, I added my mashed potatoes. Instead of me taking this and putting it in a pan and popping it in the oven, I could just drop this lid over the top of it. Once it's on top, I go ahead and I hit my button. Obviously my power's not working on this one for some odd reason. We're back in style because I guess everyone wants one. So it's like, no, cut us off so we don't get used or taken. Hit my button. Like I said before, you can adjust the temperature at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 450, and I'm going to give it 15 minutes as well. So this is going to show you how this high power velocity of heat and those rays are going to actually brown the top of these mashed potatoes. So you have your pressure cooker doing the breaking down of your protein if you're going to use your pressure cooker, or if you want to use a deep pot. But this is what you want to do, is let the lid do the rest. Now, I'm a wing guy. Sometimes it's just a matter of just having a few wings. I mentioned how you can have your saute pan, whether it's 8 inches, and now I want to talk to you about the 10-inch size of this. So I literally had these wings cooking for about 13 or 14 minutes, and as you can see, these wings came out just as crispy as your traditional air fryer lid. And the one thing about this is that all that heat stays in top and on top of your food. You can still have that extra coolness of the handles here, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'm just going to take these wings and plate these up. And whether you're going to do wings or you want to do some grilled shrimp or some salmon, this is not limited to just snack foods, but you can actually do your whole meal. I've done bacon in here at 6 minutes on 450 degrees. The key thing for me is to make sure that you preheat this pan for like a good 4 to 5 minutes on the bottom. So that plays as your stove, and then when you drop the lid on the top, that gives you that air fryer effect. So easy cleanup, because you're not going to have to take a whole big basket from your air fryer, or if you're using a traditional frying way of cooking wings, you don't have to worry about that as well. So I got my wings out here, and then I just like to go from wings to plate. I actually take me a towel, and you can see, I almost thought this was hot because I'm so used to things being hot, and it's not, because it's the air fryer lid that has all the heat, and as it rests on top of that mat, I can go right into this pan with my other meal, or I can go ahead and store this. And I normally just take this and turn it upside down. And I don't know about you, but where can you take an air fryer and make it this small after getting crispy wings like this, and you're good to go. So I can store this right now. I can go back and check on my mashed potatoes and make sure they're browning. I can also go back to my pizza and make sure that's working, because the key thing is, today is the time to get this very versatile piece. If you want to go camping this summer, this is something that you can take and plug into your generator. If you're at a resort somewhere, or if you're a timeshare lover like we are, you take this to the timeshare. You don't have to travel with such a big vessel to get that crispy exterior to anything. All you have to worry about doing is packing this. This is under 5 pounds, so it's not really heavy. And like I said before, the way that you lift, you can see the cord has a nice length to this. So wherever you place this at, if you want to take this out on your back deck and you want to set out and just do a little something simple and easy at the middle of the night, like some s'mores, yes, I could do s'mores. I want to show you just how easy it is to do s'mores. I have my marshmallows. I have me a little bit of Nutella on the bottom of this, but I also know that all I have to do, once again, this is the safety mechanism, that once you put this lid down on this, it starts going. You go ahead and you hit your start button, you choose whatever you want to do. Your menu will give you all the 4 selections. If you want fries, if you want your steak, if you want your wings, and if you want your preheat. And all you have to do is just push that start button. I like this also because once you lift the handle up, it stops it, but once you put the handle back down, it's back to going again. If you don't know where, you don't know why you should have it, you got to make sure that you have K51349 handy. And remember that this is the price just for the day until the 31st of March. It's only 400 of these to go around at a price of $40.80, coming down from our original price of $71.71. And we're talking 5 easy payment of $8.16. So when you talk about how can I make this happen, and my mom always talks like this. She's like, baby, I like to know that my investment is going to last me for a while. I've been using my air fryer lid for a good amount of time now, and I'm talking about 8 months consistently. Because in the morning, if I want to go ahead and do me an egg, and I just a little bit of spray, drop my egg, drop my lid on the top, and I push the fry setting and I walk away. When I come back, it's all done. And this is our pizza just starting to melt. If I were to give this a full 3 to 4 minutes, you'll see how this pizza really just breaks down, turns into a nice melty, savory pizza. And that's our air fryer lid. Don't forget, we're talking K51349 at $40.80, 5 easy payments of $8.16. 400 are left, folks, so don't miss out on this.